FBI under this Obama leadership is no match for the KGB. All the foreign intelligence agencies, whether it's the Iranians, the radical Muslim, the terror, Red China, the Soviets, or what they call Russia now, this FBI is no match for them. They're defending us using Russian intelligence dossier. James Comey in his past, you go back, look at his college work, the man is a Marxist, just like John Brennan. So you have Marxists heading the FBI, Marxists heading the CIA, and working with Russian intelligence.
Well, let me say this. I think what part of this is, and I want to make sure we differentiate here because it's important too. I think the majority of men and women that work at the FBI are good people. I know some of them that work. They're taking down terrorists. They're protecting Americans. They also, remember, the good people of the FBI recommended closing this investigation into Flynn because there was nothing there. There was nothing there. And it was the elite at the top, the McCabe's, the Strucks, the Comeys, who said, no, we're going to make something be there. We're going to create a crime out of thin air. The good people at the FBI that are out there doing the real work, I think they're great people. And they were the ones that recommended shutting this down and moved to shut it down. It was only because of Peter Strzok and James Comey and their obsession with overthrowing the will of the people. I would call it an attempted coup on the will of the people to overthrow the election of Donald Trump. They're the crooked ones. I don't believe that the majority of FBI agents in this country are bad people. I think they're sickened by this.
I hope you're right. And Obama supposedly said to do it all by the book. They did. The book was the Communist Manifesto. So it's a different book they were going by, the leadership. These were Obama. I don't even
think this deals with the issue of communism, Communist Manifesto. I truly believe this goes back to the obsession of Peter Strzok and the obsession of James Comey to get the last word on Donald Trump. It became so personal. They hated him so much that they were willing to overthrow an election to beat him. This was a simple abuse of power case. I don't think it's any deeper than that. I really believe this is just a simple, we hate you. We can't believe the American people voted you in, so we're going to undo it because we know what's best for this country. We have unlimited resources. We'll weaponize our government. We'll come into the situation. I want you to think about how psychotic you have to be, how narcissistic you have to be to do what they did. I mean, really, think about how psychotic you have to be, how brazen you have to be to send in FBI agents to the Situation Room, not to investigate a crime, but to create a crime, and think that you're going to get away with it. And they almost did. They almost did. That's messed up. I appreciate the phone call. Good to talk to you. 1-877-381-3811. Ben Ferguson filling in for the great one. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, Ben Ferguson Show. We'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is one of the fastest-growing organizations in America. Now over 2 million conservative members strong, and I'm one of them. AMAC believes in and stands up for the values that we constitutional conservatives care about. More than talk, AMAC fights. A full-time presence in Washington, AMAC pushes back against reckless spending, disasters like Medicare for All, and the expanding reach of the federal government. And beyond advocacy, joining AMAC gives you access to a wealth of benefits and discounts, including special member-only rates on car insurance, travel discounts, cell phone plans, and a hell of a lot more. And if that's not enough, you'll get AMAC's bi-monthly magazine, full of insightful articles on issues that matter to most of us, we conservatives. As I said, I'm an AMAC member, and you should be too. Join today at amac.us. That's AMAC.us. Stop supporting the liberal agenda that the other 50-plus organization has been pushing for. Join AMAC instead. AMAC.us.
All right, welcome back. It is the Mark Levin Show. Ben Ferguson filling in for the great one. If you just joined us tonight, we're talking about the setup of Michael Flynn. And we're hearing that more documents are going to be coming out that is going to be very damning to the Obama administration, including Joe Biden, when they knew there was no crime that had been committed by Flynn, yet they still targeted him and went out of him. There is a total meltdown, by the way, that has happened by hosts as the Flynn news breaks, that he's not going to be, that the charges against him have been dropped because he did not commit a crime. And they're trying to turn it into a cover-up. No, the only thing that they're terrified of is the truth coming out and others being held accountable for this. The part that is frustrating for me is the fact that there is no accountability specifically for people that abuse their power. There is no accountability for these people that abuse their power for them to be charged with any crimes, which is disgusting. Let's get to your phone calls, 1-877-381-3811. Let me go next to Jeff. Welcome. You are on the Mark Levin Show. Ben Ferguson filling in tonight. Hi.
Hey, Ben. Great show. You're doing a good job tonight. Hey,
thanks, sir.
So this is a little attenuated, but it's totally on point with what you're getting at. I agree that Comey's a problem, his mindset's a problem, the hubris, Strzok as well. But, don't forget that Strzok was jointly employed by both the FBI and the CIA. And it's important because I was reading some of the transcripts today, and in the late January period, after the U.S. government sanctioned Russia, the general consensus from the Farkas types was we were really concerned because Russia wasn't reacting the way we thought they would. In other words, we were going to throw a grenade in their lap to upset relations on the way out, and they weren't acting upset. So through that prism, who would have been gathering that chatter and then comparing that with the transcript of the call? And I probably do believe that it wasn't Comey that was tipping off the president, who then tells the Assistant Attorney General Yates, Obama says there's something along the lines of, hey, there was a call between Flynn and the Russian. So it's somebody in intelligence. Who does foreign intelligence? CIA. So as vitriol, as hateful as Comey is, Brennan is even more vitriolic. He's a true ideologue. And so if I had to guess, if I was wagering, I'd say that the stuff that drops is very possibly going to implicate Brennan, if not more than Comey. Listen, I'm going to hang up and listen.
I think Brennan, Clapper, all of them, with the more stuff that's going to drop is, and again, Biden was in the room with Obama. We now know this when they were talking about this prosecution. I mean, it's there. There's no way to fake this now. And I don't care how the media spins this. Let me just tell you, I cannot wait for the President of the United States, Donald Trump, to get on stage with Joe Biden and the Flynn issue come up, or him bring it up, and watch what happens here. Cannot wait. Steve in Panama City, Florida. You are on the Mark Levin Show. Ben Ferguson filling in tonight. Hi. Hi, Steve. Go ahead.
Thanks for taking my call, and you're doing a great job. I was like a couple of other callers getting fired up just listening to the way Comey was conducting that interview.
Yeah.
And you're right, how he was just being arrogant, and people were laughing, and they think it's just a great big joke. And it's embarrassing. I mean,
well, and they all know it's corrupt. That's why they're laughing. It's the fact that it's like high school kids talking about, like, how did you get away with it? And you laugh because you can't even believe you got away with it. The way that Comey talked about it's like, we screwed him and we got away with it. This is amazing. Like, we did it, and we're proud of it. We did it, and we're proud of it. That's the part that's so messed up here. Mark will be back with you on Monday. Always an honor to fill in for the great one. Love to keep up with you. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, Ben Ferguson Show on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
From the Westwood One Podcast Network.